Welcome to the Three Technoteers. I'm Steven, and I'm joined by Chilton and Tony. We have a few articles that we're going to go over today, of course, like always. The first one is about some huge electric plane that just took flight on like a super small amount of power. Let's see what's up with this.
Hart Aerospace's big electric plane flew for 27 minutes using just $5 of power. It weighs over 25,000 pounds and reached 1,100 feet. This shows electric planes can save money by not using jet fuel, but the plane can only fly 125 miles. This is a step towards cheaper, cleaner flights, but batteries still need improvement.
I mean, dude, 125 miles on $5 ain't bad though. Like,
No.
what is that? Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, that's basically 100 miles per gallon if you convert it to gas
That's
cost. You know?
it's a 25,000 pound aircraft. It's an actual straight up airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah. That's super cool. Man. Yeah, there's like I wonder when Boeing's going to start like converting 747s and stuff. I bet they got like a couple prototypes that they've already converted,
Oh, I'm sure they do.
to start testing it and whatnot.
Well, it looks like it's got 4 props. And
Yeah, bring
Yeah,
up a picture
amazing.
of it.
I got it right here.
yeah,
Cool.
you got it? Okay.
Sorry, bud. Yep.
Let's do Tony's.
Do it to it.
Sent the request.
All right. You're good to go.
Okay.
So was it
So
look
it
like
will
a
it
old bomber?
it stated too that it's gonna stop the share of your audio. Keep that in mind. Every time we do that, you have to reactivate your
Okay.
audio.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh yeah. Nice.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
definitely 4 props and
why
full
is the
size. I
wing
mean,
up so far like that? That's weird. Maybe they got batteries up in that spot or something, you know? They got the batteries like up. That way you can still have the passengers in that area or something. That way it's not taking
look
away
at
could
it.
be
It's single person cockpit.
Airplanes.
What were you saying, Chilton?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say airplanes usually have fuel tanks in the wings, or they can't. Some do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me if the battery is actually that.
The
I bet-
propellers
in the
don't
wing
look
also.
that big.
No,
Right? Like
they're
proportion
no,
to
really
I bet
don't.
they're-
I expected.
I bet they're spinning super fast because it's electric motors, you know?
Yeah.
Electric motors can usually spin faster than gas motors.
Yeah.
Easier, right? That's cool. Huh. Yeah, I bet that whole little center bulge area is the batteries. And then they're probably also lined throughout
Oh
the
yeah.
rest of
Look,
it.
you can see it back there. I'm gonna
Huh.
just back it up just a little bit to the back to the cockpit view. So look in the back over on the left side there.
There's
It
a
almost
flat.
looks like
Yep.
those are all flat, like as if those are all the battery banks.
I bet it is.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all that liquid cooling in there too.
Yeah. Watch where you step.
That's pretty cool.
So is that a single? Did you say it's a single seat in the cockpit?
Yeah, single seat in that cockpit. So they kind of show you a little
Interesting.
more right there. Yeah. There was no
Yeah.
here you go.
Oh yeah, you can see it
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Right there. So here he
Wow.
is by himself,
Interesting.
you know. For now, you know, because
Yeah.
if it's all electric and you got nothing to worry about, it's just throttle and go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
the autonomous flying, you know, that's
He's
cool.
got his iPhone there on the dashboard, so he can watch movies while he's playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
it won't be
I'm-
long before the thing's completely AI controlled, landing and taking
Oh,
off
yeah.
all by itself.
We have those Tesla taxis here.
Oh,
One part of town has Tesla taxis. They're gold. You get in them. There's just a screen, and that's it. There's no steering wheel or
Nobody
anything.
there. Oh,
Two
no
two
steering wheel,
seats.
no nothing. So you could
Nope,
fill
you're
up.
just sitting in the driver's seat, but with nothing. You have no control over the car.
Nice.
That's wild.
It is super freaking wild.
That's got to be wild. I got to test that out. Like that to me,
Yeah.
I'd have to take that. That'd be cool.
Can you like set it to where it'll only go max speed though?
No, I don't
It's
know.
like
I didn't ride in one. I've seen them. I saw
I'm not
one
trying to
like
get on the
a few
interstate.
weeks ago, and I thought, man, that's interesting. And then I just keep seeing them more and more, and it turns out they're doing a pilot, program like in one part of our town that's real
You
small.
you
It's
said it was Waymo?
Tesla.
Tesla. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a Tesla, one of the cars, but it's like painted solid gold, and it doesn't have a rear window.
Yeah. Doesn't
It
need
has a
one, I
big
guess.
slope on the back of it, and yeah, it's a distinct look. I got to say, it's interesting.
Hmm. Well, let's see. Here's we'll just go ahead and move on to our next topic, I guess. Yeah, I'm actually interested to
Is this,
see
hold
how
on,
the
hold on. Is
Tesla
this it right
taxis are
here?
gonna.
I'm gonna share this.
Yeah,
Hold on. Is this it?
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go. Is this it right here? No
yeah,
window in
that's
the
it.
back. Just
Right,
that's
two gullwing
that's pretty
doors,
It
cool.
just looks like a
Oh
and
combination of
yeah.
all of their other cars.
and
Yeah.
no
It's
steering
like
controls at all. It's just
this
Are
yeah.
the
looks
are the
like
are the
the
tires
X
really
and the
that skinny?
Y.
What's up?
I
Are the
mean, I
tires
wouldn't
really
think
that
so.
skinny in real
Oh
life?
no, no, they're not.
Okay.
They're not. Those are hubcaps.
Oh, okay.
Hubcaps, yeah, because those are just the caps on there. It's kind of hard to see with the way that I got the
Oh, I
zoom
see.
in on
Yeah.
there.
It looks like it's just got
Yeah,
the
here you
gold
go.
stripe on the tires too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Not bad.
interesting.
Not bad. Let's see. All right. So, topic number 2. 3D printed ceramic cubes cool rooms without electricity. Okay, let's see what's up
Yeah,
with this.
Scientists made cubes that cool rooms without electricity. These cubes are printed and full of tiny holes. Water inside them cools the air by absorbing heat. Tests show they can lower the temperature by 7 degrees. They could be built into walls to keep homes cool.
Yeah. So, well, that's interesting. It's completely passive process, I guess. I wonder if you could improve the process, make it more efficient and stuff by adding a little bit of uh an active kind of process to it, like maybe like
yeah.
it says it's like
So,
using moisture or whatever in the sponginess of it. So I wonder if you could like swap out that every so often, like exchange it or whatever. I don't know, something like that.
well, if you find like a lot of these big warehouses back in the day, they were stupid expensive, and now that we have mini splits and all that stuff, like a more affordable AC unit stuff, they used to have these cooling towers where it's this huge grate and it took about, I'd say it's 12-inch cardboard. And what it was is that it would actually, you'd fill it with like 25 gallons of water and it would soak into the cardboard and it constantly cycle it through the cardboard, and there's a fan that would then blow, it would actually pull, so it pulled the air through the
Oh, what
cardboard
was
and then
that? The
out.
swamp coolers or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh yeah. Yep, swamp cooler.
You gotta be
Pretty
in like
Similar
a
much.
dry
concept. Yeah.
environment for those.
Yeah. I got a short video here that was on LinkedIn. She kind of discussed how it's the same concept. So basically the 3D print in ceramic, which, you can get those and then bake them. They're fine lined in there and they just trickle the water through it, and then just natural airflow cools off in the air. So you're just creating this basically open radiator that allows you to pass air through it, and it's just hitting the water, and then that water is
Oh,
cooling it down.
dude, this gives me an idea that I had, or well, it reminds me of an idea that I had a couple weeks ago. I was looking at my window AC unit, and I got well water. That stuff is super cold. Like if you let the water run for a bit, dude, you start getting some really cold water. So I was thinking like, why not just use that as the coolant in the AC system? You know, just and just
Well, yeah, you're
run
going
it back.
geothermal.
Yeah, yeah, but
Exactly.
geo cooling instead,
Yeah,
and run that water straight back down into the ground where the well is. That way it doesn't get wasted. It's just the only thing that gets
yeah,
wasted is the electricity using to pump it up.
You're
That's
cycling
it.
pump.
And we could have
Yeah,
that
you're
solar powered. So that way you got completely green AC.
you're in a unique position to experiment with some geothermal cooling and power supply. You know that?
Yeah.
I'm when I was a kid, my
I didn't think
we
about the
had a
power
water well.
supply
We
part of
lived
it
in the
though.
city, but we had a water well because my dad knew some guys that worked on oil wells and convinced them that he knew there was a aquifer under our house, way under there. And he convinced them to come dig a hole in our backyard just to see. And this was obviously back before people needed permits for these kinds of things. So, so they dug a hole. They actually lost one of their drill bits and an entire shaft thing down the hole because they hit a canyon, like a cavern, and it just dropped.
Oh,
And
nice.
then but they were able to put a hose down there and basically, yeah, we had a water well from that point on. Um, long after I graduated, this was when I was a little kid, long after I graduated, went off to the world. My dad had the water tested. He was convinced it was, pure, and it was packed with contaminants, and it was not safe to drink. And I drank that my
Nice.
whole life, so I'm pretty sure that's yeah. But my point
Thankfully,
is,
thankfully, my water here
I,
is actually is pure. The well water is
that's awesome, and that's my point.
awesome.
I kept thinking, man, if I find anyone else that has a water well or fresh water, I have so many questions because you could do a lot with that, the whole geothermal heating and cooling thing, and also as a power source.
Now, does
That
it get
anytime
down
you can
deep enough
convert
for the
between heat and
heating?
cold, it doesn't matter. It doesn't if you
Oh,
have a
it's just a
constant
difference
source of
between
cold.
the ground temperature, like the
Yeah,
air
I mean,
temperature and the in-ground temperature. Yeah, duh.
we're not
Yeah,
talking about a tremendous amount of
yeah.
power, but anytime there's a difference in power, you have the ability to, I mean, a difference in temperature
Yeah.
that's constant, um, and where you're not going to heat up the ground basically by doing this. Like, it probably wouldn't be a good idea for a data center to do this, but in your case, you could probably create some kind of power system from that. I need, um, yeah, I've got a few ideas off the top of
Hmm.
my head, but I need to research it.
I could at least like run the cold well water, have pipes all through my walls, like the nozzle of a rocket engine, and have like water running through my walls, just cooling my house, just constantly being pumped from down underground. Have that cool
Yeah,
like 50-degree water.
yeah, it'd be
absolutely.
really
Man,
cool if you could come across these thermoelectric generators, a tag device,
the where
and if you
the
can
yeah the hot and
run,
cold things, yeah. That no,
yeah,
that's what I was
and then
thinking
you,
when Shelton was talking about that. Like, get like a super fucking long one, just stick it down in
yeah,
the hole. That'd be a cool
yeah, that'd be
experiment.
pretty cool.
What were you gonna be bringing up though, Tony? You
Uh,
had something.
the video here was just her, this lady, it's about a minute long. She just explains, she was just explaining what the that device does, the ceramic chiller,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
will. We'll just call it a chiller. I can share that real quick.
I saw this other like passive way to chill where it's just
Gonna
cutting
need
the top
electricity.
of a water bottle or not a water bottle, but like a soda bottle or whatever, and the wind going through it gets compressed, and when it comes out the other side, it cooled or whatever.
Huh. All right, let's see what she's got
Cool
to
the
say.
room. We all know it's been an incredibly hot summer, with heat waves and wildfires spreading across Europe and North America. At Graz University of Technology in Austria, researchers are 3D printing ceramic
I mean, look
cubes
at the
designed
layers in
to
that
cool
thing, you know?
rooms using evaporative cooling. It's the same principle behind centuries old clay jugs, just re engineered for 3D printing. With ceramic 3D printing, the team can build porous structures that pull in water and with complex geometries that
Hmm.
maximize the surface area for evaporation. One version of the cubes that the team created even included mycelium, which are fungal threads, and when these ceramic cubes were fired, the mycelium fibers burned away, leaving behind an even finer network of pores.
Oh, that's why
Literally
it looks
learning.
so natural with the
Yeah,
grooves. Yeah,
literally,
that's
they're
cool.
doing what Japan did, right? Like they are just learning ways to like. I love that so much. They took that concept.
The researchers tested these cubes in a hot attic at TU Graz, and one water filled cube dropped the surrounding temperature by almost 7 degrees Celsius.
How big was the
Now,
cube?
a full demonstration wall
Like
is installed on
what,
campus
foot
in Graz,
by
Austria.
a foot or
12
something?
by
So,
12
with
by
just
12.
water
Yeah,
and physics, this
that's cool.
technology could cool the
1 cubic
homes,
foot.
schools,
Yeah,
That's
and
probably why
yeah,
they did
cities.
it that way, so you get 1 cubic
Find the
foot,
full
so you can
story
yeah,
at
yeah.
determine
technoteers.com.
how. Okay, not only is it
Man, that's
decorative,
cool.
but like not only is it decorative, but to be able to turn around and be like, oh yeah, here you put these up in your room, and you just run like your natural water, distilled water, and you just have it cycling in there, like it's like one of those decorative pieces, like the water fountain in the house kind of
Yeah,
deal, right? But here it
yeah,
is, it's actually cooling your house,
yeah.
and if it's per cubic foot, I mean, you get 6 of them in there per room, you're gonna be
Yeah,
chilling that whole
dude.
house,
Man,
literally.
living in the future is so crazy. It's wild. Like just like the stuff that like is going to be available just over the next like 50 years, like even over
Yeah,
the next 10 years. But
10 years.
speaking of 10 years though, our next topic is turning old Android phones into Raspberry Pi alternatives. Not 10 years ahead, but 10 years back. Uh, Stuff's still useful. So let's see what's up with this. Oh, shit.
Batteries, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. They have more memory and storage than Raspberry Pis, but they lack special pins and some network access. Tools let you run Linux without changing the phone. Use them for projects that don't need those extra parts.
So this is actually something I've done before is using an old cell phone as like a sensor or the GPS still works on them even if they don't have service. So you can still get the GPS readings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Um that yeah.
So what's really cool about Samsung in their latest phones, like in any of their S series stuff and their newer phones, like I did just pick this one up, not to show that off there, but I did pick up the new Fold that
Nice. Yeah.
that transforms in front of your face. Um, but they run Dex. Dex is a Android PC based setup, and they run it now wirelessly. It used to be a docking station, which I have one of those actually around here. I have two of them actually, because I loved using it, and actually I used it for my work because I could literally dock it, do everything I need to do with Word, Excel, all my stuff, and then when I needed to leave on a call or something, I just undocked it, put it in my pocket when I needed it.
Undock it.
I can
Put it
tap
in your
into like
pocket.
PLCs, I can tap into into PCs, anything on the network, like I could run those programs.
It sounds like the
What
Trapper Keeper from South Park, just connecting and everything.
yeah, oh, on the phone.
Yeah.
But I
So,
I
did
am
see
Trapper
a
Keeper.
guy. He took an old S20. It's cool that you brought this up because I just watched this like 2 days ago. He took an S20 and completely took the phone apart. All of it. Took the camera out of it because he didn't need it anymore, the whole 9 yards. Built a 3D printed PC case, and it's literally like a 6 inch by 6 inch. Put a heat sink on it and a fan, and fired it all up and runs Dex out of this thing. And it literally is just the motherboard of the phone and the battery. And he actually ended up, I think he got a new battery and made it to where he could cool the battery so whatever he was running,
Mm,
it wouldn't overheat.
that's cool.
And Samsung's put in a safety feature too on those batteries. I found that out from this video is that you can't just run a phone without the battery because there is a thermal sensor on the battery. So if the battery is getting too hot, or it will shut down so it doesn't catch on fire.
Nice.
So
hmm,
I did find that.
Yeah.
I have one of those Samsung Notes, the Note 3. I had a Note 3 and a Note 4. I still have my 4 that has the replaceable battery. That was nice because they would
Hmm.
bulge and then explode eventually.
Aren't they supposed to be
So
going back to replaceable batteries?
I
Or
literally,
is
I
that
yep,
hope
just a
so.
European thing?
a
I
European
freaking hope
thing, but
so.
hopefully that takes off. I would love to be able to just
God,
pull out the
yes.
battery if I need to.
Dude, I'm to the point, especially with like all this flock camera stuff. Like I'm to the point where I'm
Yeah.
I'm about to just like make my own like Raspberry Pi phone just from scratch and just they're not gonna have any clue what the device even is that they're looking at when they're looking at it on the flock system. So it's like they're not gonna know how to look at my text messages without a warrant or anything like that, you know? Like
Hmm.
it's wild. Wild. But yeah, no, you actually can make a cell phone with a Raspberry Pi though. There's a few people that have done it. It's I mean, might as well, you know, especially with the Raspberry Pi 5. Like,
Well,
dude, that's a powerful little device.
Here's
it is.
here's one I just pulled up. Somebody had just done. Um, I'll share that real quick. And it's kind of cool. This one's not the one that I had seen, but it's the similar concept. Um, so let's see here. Da-da. So there's your hub, right? Your
Yeah.
hub plugged into this broken phone, but then turns around. There's everything else for it. Builds the dock for it, and then
a little more practical. Video playback, and oh my god, it's actually really smooth. The response is almost instant when scrubbing
you can
through the
hook up a
timeline.
keyboard and mouse,
videos
too,
start
for
playing
decks.
immediately without any
I mean,
noticeable
it's
delay.
And this
Honestly,
would be the
it's
perfect
much
thing
better
for
than I
like
expected from an
streaming
8.
and all
Honestly,
that
it
kind of
runs
stuff, you know?
surprisingly well on this machine. The image quality is also impressively sharp when displayed. Overall, the experience noticeably less
Yeah.
smooth than the previous games. Great experience. And what makes it even more
That's pretty
impressive is
cool.
the fact that
Yeah.
all of this is running on a homemade mini PC.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Let's see. So,
Yes, it is.
next up, we have NASA funded project aims to send a swarm of aerobots to explore Titan's underground caves. So that's cool. I have a hive mind of robots
Titan, huh?
exploring a
That's an
moon.
interesting one.
Wait, which one is the one they think life size? It's not Titan, it's another one. Or is it
It's
Titan?
Titan's
Titan's the one
Titan's
with the
Moon.
ocean. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
All right, let me play this
On
real quick
Saturn.
and let's see what's up.
Saturn's moon. These caves are hard for regular rovers to reach. The robots use special air-moving technology that works better on Titan, needing much less power. They're still testing the idea, but it could help us learn more about Titan's underground.
Yeah, that's cool. So underground. So I thought that was the one that had the oceans under the layer of ice. Maybe they're talking about like caves in the ice layer, or am I thinking of a different one?
They so they're so Titan's atmosphere is nitrogen. It's a whole lot more nitrogen than on Earth, I think. And I know that they yeah, they've so the temperature is there is it's basically super cold. So you can't have like anything liquid that can freeze at normal, temperatures. Um, I was looking at the Aerobot. They're calling it a lighter than air device, but they're saying also that the lighter on air on Titan, which has lower
Yeah.
gravity than Earth. And it's
And,
going to use
is
atmospheric ion
nitrogen
thrusters.
denser or less dense than here on Earth?
Um,
I imagine it's probably, I
I
would think
assume
it'd
it's
be more dense just because it's all methane,
yeah.
and methane doesn't float. You know what I mean? Like it hovers, it goes down below everything.
So yeah, then the ion thruster should be fine then. If it's super dense, it's like swimming,
Well,
you know,
I mean,
especially with the
would
lower
it though? Because
gravity.
it's still
Yeah.
methane gas, and that's You're gonna have some kind of arc, some kind of grounding issue. I'd be leery on that. I just was reading on it too. It's saying that it can it's
I mean,
10
they
yeah,
might be
it can
utilizing that though, you know,
yeah,
for
that's true.
thrust.
Well, I mean, also at the same time, if they can get it there, then have it just engulf methane and burn methane.
Yeah.
It's going to be a nasty cleanout process. That methane does not burn well. It's saying it's going to explore caves 10 times deeper than Earth's oceans. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so if it's 10 times deeper than Earth's oceans, and that means that the amount of pressure's got to be way up there. So
Yeah.
what are we doing sending them there? Why don't we
Well,
just send a bunch of them down in our oceans and start doing that?
so the surface pressure is 1.5 bars.
Mm,
So that's a little higher than Earth's.
hmm
Um,
And
but
what's
the
the
density of
gravity
the
there?
air and the gravity, it looks like that's what I was just looking up. I mean, my first thought is always the stupidest thought, but can you fly by flapping your wings on a Titan? And apparently you could by flapping
Hmm.
your arms.
Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, it literally is just swimming then. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
dense
it'd
and
suck
not.
because you wouldn't be able to take a good photo of it,
Oh,
but other
well,
than
yeah,
that,
if it's
yeah.
really cold, then the nitrogen would just be like liquid, basically, wouldn't it?
I have no idea. Every time I start thinking about stuff like this, my brain melts.
I don't have the knowledge of like all the temperatures and all the little
Yeah.
tidbits that I need to know for that kind of stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like that's yeah. I have to still look stuff up like
But you
that.
could find them out if we wanted to.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Especially, yeah, with the internet and whatnot. If it was the end of the world and the internet didn't exist, I guess I'd be out of luck, but I'd just figure out a way around it. Whatever. Well, we are at the end, guys. So
Okay.
okay.
this was a good dang, brain fart. What's the word?
Yeah, I
It's a
like
good
the
episode. Good show.
Good episode. Yeah,
yeah,
good
yeah.
show. Heck yeah.
I like
Yeah,
the AI thing there. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
dig that. I dig
yeah.
that.
It definitely helps things out a little bit. I'm gonna try to come up with a couple more upgrades for it and whatnot. But yeah,
All right.
cool. Thanks for joining me, guys, and thanks for joining
Thank
us,
you.
everyone else.